Students, today we are going to learn about the tenses. Before we move ahead, let's understand the concept first. What are tenses? Tenses express the time reference of an action. Now take this example. I study English. When I say I study English, that means the action which is happening at the time of speaking. Let's make some changes with the same sentence. I studied English. When I say I studied English, that means the action which I have already done and finished with it. Now let's change the sentence little bit. I will study English. Now when I say I will study English, that means I have not yet started studying, but I have planned to study in future. So, the same sentence has been told to you in different time reference. The first reference was present, the second reference was past, and the third reference was future. So, when we express an action in comparison to different time reference, whether it is now, already, or later, then the concept is called as tense. Now we will learn about the different kinds of tenses. There are three types of tenses: the present tense, the past tense, and the future tense. When we talk about tense, the most important work is done by the verbs or action words. Like these three tenses, we have three forms of verb. V1, the base form, V2, the past form, and V3, the past participle form. V1, which is known as the base form, is used in present tense and in future tense with will or shall. V2, which is the past form, only used in the past tense. And V3, which is the past participle form, used with has, have, and had in perfect tenses. All three tenses have four major categories. First is the simple tense, second is the continuous tense, third is the perfect tense, and fourth is the perfect continuous tense. Now we will learn about present continuous tense. Present continuous tense is generally used for the actions which are happening at the time of speaking. Now we will learn how to use present continuous tense and what is its format or structure. So first the subject, then the verb to be, and then the V1 form of the verb along with ing is the format. The forms of verbs or be in the present tense are is, am, are, which are also known as the auxiliary verbs. V1 is the base form of the verb with ing, which we are going to use in the present continuous tense. So what is the format or structure? Subject plus is or am or are plus V1 along with ing. Now look at the subjects, then we will decide which auxiliary verb will go with it. Now take I, which is the subject. With I, we always use am and nothing else. Then the V1 form of the verb along with ing. Suppose we take the verb work, which is the base form of the verb, and when we add ing to it, it becomes walking. So the sentence is I am walking. Now let's have a look to other subjects. You, we, they always go with the auxiliary verb are with V1 form of the verb with ing. Now the sentences are you are walking, we are walking, they are walking. and the other subjects he, she, it, and the names of somebody will go always with is, and the V1 form of the verb with ing. So he is walking, she is walking, it is walking. So the names means anybody's name, like Raj is walking, Sheena is walking. Now let's look how can we make negative sentences by using present continuous form of the verb. We will take the same subjects as we are going to make negative sentences. So here we will use not. So I am not walking, you are not walking, we are not walking, they are not walking, he is not walking, she is not walking, it is not walking, and the names like Sonu is not walking, Sheena is not walking. While making the interrogative sentences, we are going to change the sequence of the words. In interrogative, we will have the auxiliary verbs first, then the subjects, and after that, not can be used if we are framing negative questions, and for positive questions, we are not going to use not, and then the V1 form of the verb with ing. Now we will learn the usage of present continuous tense. Present continuous tense is used for real present, now, at this moment. That means the action must be taking place at the time of speaking. Here are some examples. I am watching a movie. He is writing a letter to his uncle. So these actions are going on at the time of speaking. Present continuous tense can be used for temporary situation, event or state. That means the action lasts for a short period. For example, why are you being so selfish? Again, present continuous tense can be used for an action that is pre-arranged in the near future. That means it is going to happen in the near future and which is already planned. For example, my grandmother is visiting to us this weekend. We are going to London next week. Again, present continuous tense can be used for the actions in progress about this time but not necessarily at the time of speaking. For example, he wants to go to France, so he is learning French. He is learning French is correct, but this action may not be happening at the time I am speaking. Present continuous tense can be used to express undesirable habit. Undesirable habit means it is a habit which a person has which is not taken positively by others or which is not considered okay.